and so on. And so there's this hysteria within the transatlantic elite about information that they can't control. There's a hysteria about the possibility of Donald Trump returning to power and shutting down the Ukraine proxy war, and just all the chaos that Donald Trump brings. And we can't escape the fact that this is an election season in the U.S. and that the U.S. effectively manages the Nine Eyes and decides what takes place there, and that it is seeking to crack down on any information that it cannot control, which could potentially interfere with Kamala Harris's path to victory after the Democrats pulled off this coup of placing her there as the nominee. And you can see how they're controlling the press in the US. They have all the media, or we'll talk about this later, all the media organizations begging for an interview. She does one interview and it becomes this bonanza. She won't answer real questions. So it's all about the control of information, and you've risen to the level of a threat because you're breaking through. And I think when we look at the censorship requests that are being put into the big tech platforms, how our first live stream from the DNC, which was live from the protest, Wyatt Reed was on the ground. It was taken offline for a period. We were given a strike. Chris Hedges has had TikTok posts critical of Kamala Harris removed. Caleb Maupin had a series of essays he put up years ago about Kamala Harris, critical essays. It wasn't exactly a New York Times best-selling book. Amazon just without explanation removed his book. They're banning books that criticize Kamala Harris. And the White House has the power, as we know. Look up the case, Murthy versus Missouri. This was from the COVID era. Look up all the censorship requests the Biden administration placed to Meta and other groups, including over the Hunter Biden laptop.
Yeah,
we know they were doing this. So now it seems clear the Kamala campaign is using the power of the Biden White House to crack down on information, and the U.S. national security state is using the power of Nine Eyes to just shut down all alternative voices, as many as they can, around the world, as well as trying to implicate the Palestine Solidarity Movement, which threatens Kamala's path to victory here, implicating them as somehow Iran-controlled.